Sports with Brad Cesak from the Dish Sports Desk.
Well, we knew it was going to be a tough game. A very good team. They come in with a really good record. We've got to be able to take a strong look at this one and learn from it.
That was Louisiana Tech head coach Eric Conkle summarizing the Bulldogs' disappointing loss to Old Dominion. The Bulldogs leading only once in the game, and that was only for 37 seconds in the first half. The Bulldogs shooting less than 50% from the field, and Conkle says the offense contributed to the defensive struggles.
I thought early on in the game, you know, we were turning the basketball over and really getting frustrated with our performance offensively, and that turned into poor defensive play. And you've got to be consistent defensively. You got to start with that and get those types of stops and just be driven to keep plugging away, and then the offense will come together.
The Bulldogs back in action Thursday against UAB. Tip-off is at 8 o'clock at the Tech. Well, 2 straight wins now for Arkansas Hoops, and let's talk about the Hogs' defense. Fewest points allowed in a game all season, just 54 for Vanderbilt. Turning point for Arkansas coming midway through the first half. The Hogs went into lockdown mode defensively, forcing the Commodores to only 15% shooting from the field in the first half. Vandy ended up only making 25% from the field for the game.
I thought it was looked more like the tempo that we wanted to create with our defense, and our defense I thought was stifling. I mean, we made a point to say, you know what, we're going to guard the three-point line, make sure we be there to contest the shooters, and I thought we did a good job.
At the Division III level, the ETBU Tigers are now 19-4 on the season after Saturday's win over Louisiana College. The Tigers dominating from the opening tip, starting the game on a 16-2 run. Coach Curran says the team's chemistry is what sets the group apart.
You know, we hear our guys celebrating stuff in there, and honestly, man, that's what makes this team so special. Just they love each other, they support each other, so even during the game when things aren't going well or if one guy's not playing well, when he comes out, everybody on the bench is picking him up, is enthusiastic.
And finally tonight, we're just 5 days from the start of the Louisiana Tech baseball season, but when you go out to the Love Shack this year, it'll be a struggle to find a familiar face. The Bulldogs losing 14 seniors, as well as Brent Diaz, who left to go pro. That has forced the Diamond Dogs to find a new offensive identity.
We lost probably 78–80% of our offensive firepower when you think about it. There's a lot to be replaced. We're going to be a different type ball club this year. We're more athletic now, but probably won't see us drive the ball out of the park as much, which is okay. But I feel real good about our bullpen and the depth that we have down in there. That could be the strength of our ball club.
The Diamond Dogs open the year in Malibu against Pepperdine. Game 1 of the 4-game series is on Friday, and Coach Burrows said that in over 20 years of coaching, he's never really experienced something like this where there's so many new faces. When I went out to practice, I understand the issue because you're looking around going, I don't really recognize many people. You know, I remember Dalton Skelton from last year's team, but the entire infield outside of him going to be completely different. So it'll be fun for everybody to get used to all new players.
Yeah, got their work cut out for them, but looking forward to some baseball, Brad. All right, well, that's it for Sports.